Hello, this is Pastor Kelly Onojigovia, the author Take Charge of Your Life, the author 21 Irrefutable Law in Building a Solid Marriage. Now, this under Wisdom Power Mentoring TV on Ask the Counselor section. I want to focus on a very delicate question here now. Holy Spirit, help me. You see, what's your take in families? Let me look at that one first before the job. What's your take in people's family before you say, I do? Now listen very carefully. What's your take in people's family before you say, I do? What do you think about people's family, where people are coming from, before you say, I do? Let me begin with this phrase, that people's family reveals people's battles. People's family reveals people's battles. I have strongly advised that today, whoever you want to get married to, investigate the family. It's good to understand where they are coming from. It's good for you to know where they are coming from. You can't marry on the street. You can't marry on the street. You've got to know the roots of this person. There are people who got married on the street, and after some years they found they got married to something else. You just pack into people's house, you're already having children, you don't even know anything about the person. Then you are telling people everywhere, and that's my husband, that's my husband, that's my wife. You don't even know any detail about the person and their family. Remember what you said, family reveals battles. You will later understand that when you get married to people, you get also attached to the family. So please, the place of trying to investigate the family to understand where she's coming from is important in your choice making. From the family, there are certain things you will need to know that will help you make your decision. In those days, it's a cultural practice. It's a cultural practice where these family people will go and investigate the other family, just to check out some things about them. They check their history. They check if they have issues with criminality. They check if they have issues with even prostitution. They check if they stay in marriage. They check their bloodline. They just check different about the family. They now come to advise their son or daughter. Now listen, you cannot marry from this family. There are certain people today in the eastern parts of Nigeria where they believe they are almost like a slave. The particular citizen, most of the eastern states in Nigeria. Those people, some people say they are very wealthy, but they are not allowed to marry from outside themselves. So here's my take on the family background, the family history. Yes, my take. It is important to investigate the family before you make your decision of who to marry or where you're marrying from. You've got to know what you are saying yes to. Again, do you know why when people are sick, the doctor will ask you a question asking, is there anybody in your family that have gone through this before? Because they're trying to check your medical history. It's part of the thing you should know from the family. You see, don't just spiritualize everything by saying it does not matter, I will pray about it. It's the same reason why some spiritual people lose their marriage in the future. I've seen some old men cry that if they have known about this, they would have gone further. I've seen some old women also cry, saying they saw some things about this, but they were just foolish at that time. So they're practically in their marriage today because of their children, because of this. It is not proper to keep your marriage because of your children. Because one day your children will leave. Children will always leave. So you remain with your spouse. So your decision to keep your marriage should always be because of your spouse. That is why it's important that you make the decision having a concrete information before you make the decision. Again, what's my take in checking the family or investigating the family before you say, yes, I do? Yes, it is important to know the family you want to marry from. It will help your decision making. It will guide you to make a final decision knowing what the future holds for your marriage. Remember, family reveals battles. I pray for you that the Lord will help you, that the Lord will guide you, that you will look through, investigate properly of the family you want to marry from. Don't let feelings and emotion cover your eyes and cluster your decision-making system. No. Be open-minded. Check up. Pray about it. And have a concrete conclusion of what you are going to do about the choice. So that tomorrow you won't have carry a regret bag where you're not feeling somehow after 10 years, where you're not angry after 5 years. I trust the Lord to guide you. I trust the Lord to help you. God bless you.